Good to see you here. Thank you, everyone. What's the website? My website's linked in the description down below. All right, YouTube, let's get a session fired up. I'm going to let everyone roll on in. Happy New Year. If you're on the East Coast of the United States of America, God bless you. Thank you for tuning in tonight, wherever you're coming in throughout this world. Most likely it's 2023 in your time zone. Here on the West Coast of the United States, we still have a few hours to go. We'll see if we can make it. And we're going to take a look at the current events, cryptocurrency, full update for you guys coming here tonight. Massive session that we had this morning with Citizen of the Future. Massive session that we had earlier this week with Jimmy Valley. We're going to keep the momentum rolling on into 2023. It's going to be a historical year. Massive events underway. We got to stay vigilant, got to stay prepared, got to use discernment. But we're going to take matters into our own hands. We're going to make sure that we have a successful 2023. Let's jump start it. I'm going to plug my deal right now, and then I'm going to mention it at the end. But I'm not going to spend the whole show here talking about it. I just want to say it right here off the bat. I am concluding a deal, a special that I'm running right now. It's a free 30-minute one-on-one session with myself. Included, if you sign up for a year's worth of your Discord membership, you get it discounted 16%. Potentially, depending on where you're at on your time zone, if it's in the year 2022, you might be able to write it off for tax purposes. But you're also going to get a free 30-minute one-on-one session with myself if you sign up in the next 24 hours. That deal is concluding, though, in the next 24 hours. When I wake up tomorrow, we'll see who made it in, and then that will be kind of cut off for the time being. But that's at my website, zachrector.com. That's all I have for you guys. Let's get straight on into it. I appreciate all of you guys so much for taking us to this point here. It's been a journey with you guys. TikTok is where we got started. YouTube is where we got it rolling. An incredible amount of momentum. Nothing can stop what is coming. And we are on the side of let all truth be revealed. As we talked about with Jimmy, who do we got at our table with us, right? And we want to be on that same mission of all truth being revealed. This isn't a political game. This isn't left, right, okay? And we got to continue to stay tapped in on everything, not just crypto. Crypto is, in my opinion, the best opportunity, the best way to make money besides your own business, besides potentially real estate if that's your business as well. But other than your own business, bringing in the money yourself, cryptocurrency, in my opinion, is one of the best opportunities when I build my portfolio, when I continue to dollar cost average on a daily basis with absolute conviction continuing to grow, zero loss of faith in the assets that I've been invested in, zero loss in faith in the assets that have been smacked 75%. That hurts, but I don't take a look. I don't take a look at the markets. I'm going to pull up the charts here tonight with you guys. It's been a while since we've actually pulled up the sticks, looked at the chart, done the technical analysis. And I call it doofus more on technical analysis because I don't really spend time doing the TA. Okay. But nonetheless, full update for you guys tonight. I appreciate all of you guys so much. We got a couple hundred with us in the chat. Okay, let's get it rolling. I appreciate everyone. If we can do me a favor too, smash the thumbs up, share this content far and wide. I forgot to let Twitter know. So if someone could put out a tweet, let Twitter know that we're getting it lit as well. Okay. But without further ado, 2023 is here. First update. Let's get it rolling. Okay. Right now, at the time of this recording, 9:30 on the West Coast. 16,500 for our Bitcoin, 1,200 for Ethereum, and XRP is, of course, controlled by the Masons. You know what I'm talking about. I don't even got to say the price. Here we go. Rosie Rios, I would like to use my last tweets of 2022 to thank the congressional members of America 250 for their support during my new term as chair in 2022. Looking forward to planning the 250th commemoration of this great nation together as we count up to 2026. Okay, so it looks like in 2026, our nation will turn 250 years old. Okay, building a foundation, not only a commemoration of this great nation, but we know that they're building a new world for sure. Rosie, from the 43rd Treasurer of the United States to the Board of Directors at Ripple, you already know what the deal is. Let's keep it rolling. Massive, massive, shocking stats, and I'm going to get to it at the end in regards to XRP holders. But the numbers that came out from the stock markets, I'm going to go through a couple of the year in review of 2022. It's not pretty. 18 trillion wiped out of the global stock markets in 2022 from Watcher Guru. Jim Rickard shares with us 2022 year in review. Bitcoin down 65%. NASDAQ down 33%. S&P 500 down 19%. Dow Jones, it's an 8.8. Down 8.8%. Cash 7.1% down, real return net of inflation. And the winners are gold and oil. Gold up 0.2, oil up 0.5%. That's our 2022, guys. A year that takes us back to reality, back to real value, back to what matters. And I think that they still have a lot in plan in store for us in 2023. Going to be major. Continuing on. Heidi, blockchain chick. By the way, it is a wine night. So let's take a sip of our adult beverage or whatever you're sipping on tonight. I appreciate everyone for taking the opportunity to join me here on this New Year's. We're going to run it up. This is going to be a fun session because it is a wine night, okay? Thank you for joining me. Happy New Year's, everyone. Thank you. Heidi, blockchain chick. If you think the FTX scandal was bad, wait until you hear about the FDIC, which ensures $9 trillion of deposits with $125 billion worth of assets. $125 billion worth of assets, but they're insuring up to multitudes of that, $9 trillion. Okay, and it's the same thing I see going on with Andrew Tate. I don't pay attention to Andrew Tate, but they're going after him for trafficking. Meanwhile, it was just broke that JP Morgan is getting sued by the Virgin Islands for trafficking. So that's where I said my side of the table is let all truth be revealed, and you already know what I think should be done with people that have committed crimes against humanity. That's very clear. But let's stay focused and over the target. Okay, FTX has the attention of everyone. But just like Brad Garlinghouse says, Wells Fargo just paid a fine of $3.7 billion, right? FTX, it was bad, but these old Wall Street guys are getting completely exposed for the operations that they've been facilitating. Money laundering, funding politicians, buying both sides, being able to push an agenda, being able to maintain control, and resisting a new system, a level playing field, till their death. Literally. Now, Anthony Welfare here, advisor for Ripple on CBDCs, and I'm sharing this because it's fascinating to me how tapped in these guys are. Do not for a second think that these guys are just playing around like this is just, hey, let's make a little crypto, bro. These guys are tapped in, okay? Anthony Welfare, this is, remember, enterprise blockchain leader and the CBDC advisor for Ripple. Been putting down some good speeches there. He did a good one at Swell. Says, welcome to 2023. This will be one hell of a ride. Predictions. 1, stock market meltdown. Number 2, VIX pump. That's the volatility index. 3, crypto recovery starts. We'd love to see that. And I do actually agree. I think the crypto recovers faster than the traditional space. 4, a new global health, quote unquote health issue will appear. 5, inflation finally peaks. Enjoy the ride and be kind to each other. We are all the same deep down. Amen. Absolutely. Wherever you guys are tuning in tonight, God bless you all. And I just continue hoping and praying for prosperity for you guys. This opportunity is fantastic, but we are in a serious fight. And these guys right here, Ripple team, CBDC advisor, understand exactly what's going on. I mean, you saw the wording there. You get where I'm going with that before we go any further. These guys know. These guys understand. And how interesting, right? CBDCs, something that I just determined is inevitable. We move to a completely digital system eventually. Some people think we're going to hang on to cash for a while. Yeah, sure. But eventually, even the cash could be marked, chipped, watermarked, and tied up into an identity, a digital identity for each physical note. That's where this goes. And what's interesting to me with what Ripple's doing and what I continue to see is I'm going to invest in XRP and some of these other cryptos, even though I see they're part of the World Economic Forum, part of these other groups, because they got guys that are tapped in. And I like what I hear from these guys. The team at Ripple, Anthony, what he just said there confirms for me once again that they know where they're at, but they come with the solution. CBDCs are inevitable, so build it on the XRP ledger in a day. Just makes sense. But a lot of these guys stand for the same issues that we do, and they're fighting the SEC. They might as well be at the table with us for all intents and purposes. Ripple, Brad, and Chris have spent $100 million on the lawsuit, which not only attacked them, it attacked all XRP holders. And, as I continue to say, this battle, this legal political battle, is so much bigger than just XRP holders. So it's not about a $50,000 buyback from the Federal Reserve. It's about saving our country. How do we get it done? You know, and what I continue to see here is that these people are tapped in. These people understand. Rosie Rios, 43rd Treasurer of the United States, leaving to go join the board of directors, part of commemorating 250 years of United States history. I mean, these folks are trying to put, I mean, whether they're good or bad, whether you like them or not, they are trying to put their fingerprints on history, laying down a new system, replacing the old one, right? But definitely sitting at that table and at that conversation. I've invested alongside them regardless. Anthony Welfare there, I think that's fantastic predictions. Stock market still needs to melt down, still needs to bottom out. The volatility index definitely going to go up, going to pump. It's going to be a very volatile beginning of the year, in my opinion. And we also have the crypto recovery should be starting at some point this year. Historically, that's how crypto's moved. But obviously, this is an unprecedented situation. But I mean, at some point this year, even if it didn't come until Q4 of 2023, you would think that crypto would bottom out at least and start to make a recovery. But yeah, I mean, the crypto recovery could start after we drop another 50%. I think that's very clear for those of you that are tapped in on this channel. And then another issue appearing. I mean, come on, guys. We've been talking about this, right? Another issue appearing. They always seem to have something up their sleeve, don't they? And I think that in going into this year, like I said, major events underway. Inflation finally peaking. Yeah, that's real inflation. But remember, anything that matters is not even tracked in that CPI that they're reporting. That they're telling us that's 7.1%. Now let's continue on here, folks. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you. Keep it rolling. There it is, a record in reverse repo activity. This is from Michael J. Kramer. Let me show you guys this one, okay? This is interesting. We've been looking at this reverse repo market, and you can see on this chart right here, we haven't gone back down since, basically the 2020, and actually we talked about this back in 2019. The reverse repo started to go crazy towards the end of the year right there. You see it went up, okay, but it is nowhere near this level that we have entered now into 2021 and through 2022, where we have just maintained this level up here. And this is the trillions in the reverse repo markets, that overnight credit facility, basically keeping the banks float, keeping them liquid, and covering the short-term loans that they have with each other. Now, Andrew Hardrath noted this one. I thought this was an interesting chart as well. We take a look here. Once we crossed a certain point with repo levels around September of 2021, it appears that sharp increases in repo levels correlated to downswings in the S&P. Apparently, the same thing is happening. So we take a look at this chart. As the reverse repo market goes up, S&P, the stocks going down. Interesting correlation there to see. And like I said, stocks, I think, in my opinion, definitely still have not bottomed out. Neither has crypto either. Continue on. HEX, the HEX boys and girls, the party's coming to an end. This is a whale chart. This is Crypto Whale on Twitter. Breaking, I received a DM from a very prominent HEX influencer with a huge following stating he had a 1 to 2 hour conversation with the SEC about Pulse Chain, Pulse X, and Richard Hart. He said they are likely to be deemed as securities. Okay. So, yeah, we understand that the SEC has subpoenaed, I believe, some of the HEX influencers. They have, included them in it. And then I believe that there was a lawsuit against Richard Hart as well. But it does appear that they are going to consider Pulse Chain, Pulse X securities. Okay. And I don't know if they'll be able to get HEX as well, but it looks like they're going to be able to get Pulse Chain and Pulse X. Okay. Now we continue on, and it's funny to me. to me, I put HEX and Ethereum in the same conversation. Crypto whale. The Ethereum Foundation is very corrupt. Not only are they in bed with the SEC, but they have deep ties with the crypto cartel rigging the markets. It's not a coincidence that they dumped most of their holdings on the exact days the market topped. Check it out, folks. Ethereum Foundation in November of 2021 sells right up there at the top, 40,000 ETH at the top of the market in November of 2021. Definitely part of the market maker manipulators. Ethereum Foundation sells 70,000 ETH at the top in January of 2018. Yep. So for me, you put them in the same boat. ETH2 was a security. Pulse Chain was a security, right? Will ETH ever be a commodity? Maybe they'll be able to get another free pass. That would make sense, right? Ethereum gets another free pass. But definitely, what we see here is market manipulation by the Ethereum Foundation, as we've been seeing and we've been talking about. These guys are corrupt. The whole gang's corrupt. And to me, it just has surprised me. Well, it hasn't surprised me, but it's been unfortunate to see that over the last year, every major crypto influencer that I've seen still holding a fundamental position in Bitcoin and Ethereum. I mean, look at what you got right there. Now, people have the same criticisms against Ripple XRP. Ripple actually uses market makers to be able to sell off their tokens and inject their tokens, send them off to their on-demand liquidity partners in a way that doesn't manipulate the market, that doesn't add more volatility to an already volatile cryptocurrency space. You can see blatant as day, 40,000 ETH at the top of the 2021 bull run, and then another 70,000 ETH at the top of the 2017-2018 bull run. And that was the interesting thing about this bull run. One of the couple predictions that I had wrong in 2022 was obviously an alt season for XRP, right? Because the alt season that we had in 2017, 2018 was led by Ethereum, and then XRP took the number 2 spot, right? We never saw that for 2022. Historically, that will go down as a wrong prediction, but here we are, everything's still at play, set up for a massive pump. Nothing's really changed. We're just in a staged lawsuit. Super chat from Matt. Appreciate that. Happy New Year, Zach. Let's hope 2023 trumps 2022. Thanks for all you do for the community. God bless you, Matt. Thank you. I appreciate that support. Thank you so much for everyone that supports this platform. I consider this an independent media platform. Like I said, I've never done paid sponsorships. I got my affiliates down below. I got my Discord group if you want to join, support us on Patreon. And I do appreciate all the support so much. But we continue to remain independent, focused on the truth, and I'm not here to sell out. I'm not here to participate in any of this bullshit besides figuring out how we win. Not only American people, not only XRP holders, everyone across this planet that's interested in making a better opportunity for humanity. That's who I want on my side of the table, around my bonfire, at my New Year's Eve party here tonight. Cheers, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really do appreciate you guys. Matt, thank you for starting us off with the support super chat tonight. Appreciate it. Let's continue on with real utility, no BS. And we have right here Harvard document that just got released and has been circulating. This one's from Cowboy Crypto. 2 blockchain-based protocols, Ripple and Stellar Lumens XLM, are gaining popularity as the coins of choice for many international businesses. A digital dollar will provide a missing front end to facilitate international trade robustly. Now, I just had a massive session today with Citizens of the Future talking about global trade. In the first session, we talked about the trade finance gap. In this section, we talked more about some of the other issues and how big some of these problems are. And it's truly incredible, guys, because it made me realize that not only is it Swift's 6 trillion daily that's coming on to distributed ledger technology, and we all break out our calculators and do the market cap bro calculations to figure out if XRP gets 5% of Swift, how rich are we going to get, bro? It actually recovers trillions of dollars that were lost in the old system that get added to the new system. So people are doing their calculations based off of what's flowing now, the value that's represented in these different markets and asset classes and commodities now, without accounting for the amount of money that's actually lost, that's in the hundreds of billions and the trillions of dollars on a yearly basis that gets lost within trade, within Swift's 6% error rate, right? So we had a massive session here on international trade, talking about that with Citizen of the Future this morning. But this Harvard document is talking about why a digital dollar currency, and they're saying two blockchain-based protocols, Ripple XRP and Stellar Lumens XLM, are gaining popularity as the coins of choice for many for many international businesses. Then they go on to say a digital dollar will provide a missing front end to facilitate international trade robustly. So, in this next document right here from the BIS, it is talking about their Project Aurum, a prototype for two-tier central bank digital currency. And that's what this is about. Two-tier CBDC. You need a retail level and you need a wholesale level. So while we continue to talk about, and that's this document right here, guys, BIS Project Aurum, a project that they ran, Hong Kong Monetary Authority. We know they've been sitting at the table with Ripple as well. A prototype for a two-tier central bank digital currency. And this is where we get into the conversation, right? You got that wholesale level XRP, right? And then you got a retail level XLM and potentially actually front end facing CBDCs, right? And they're saying it right here in this Harvard document. In the last live stream, I showed you guys a document that came out of Stanford. And so as we continue to say, it's now being circulated. Not only did Gary Gensler lay it down, making the case for XRP as a bridge currency at Harvard or at MIT back in the day, what was that, 2018? Maybe it was even earlier. But back when Gary Gensler was back at MIT, he was making a fantastic case for XRP as a wholesale bridge currency. Now, fast forward, we have Harvard, we have Stanford, we have all these groups and the top of academia talking about Ripple and XRP, XLM being the coin of choice for many international businesses. But then talking about how that use case of the digital dollar would allow that front end to help facilitate international trade robustly. Okay. And this is Nathan Price originally, Ripple likes a two-tier system. Why? What tier would XRP be if they want us to have a retail CBDC or e-money? And that would be the wholesale level. That would be not for retail. Now, so just to clarify, right, XRP, me and you can build a meme coin on the XRP ledger right now. It is open source, decentralized, permissionless. Retail Joe Blows like you and me can actually build our utility, build our business on it. And it's actually where I would hope I'm going to be able to build my business and move my business over to distributed ledger technology. XRP is definitely going to be my choice for most things. Probably XDC would be the next best choice. Obviously, XLM works too. Absolutely great for payments, right? But you have a wholesale level that we have one coin that's the choice. Like nobody's using Stellar XLM as a wholesale solution on the back end for the banks. Really, none of them are doing that. Little cross-border corridors, front end retail facing, underbanked, unbanked, which is a massive use case. And obviously I hold my XLM, but when you get on that wholesale level, you're moving a whole different amount of liquidity, a whole different amount of value is going to be flowing on your ledger. Now, speaking of Swift, this was interesting from Anders. Ripple is still taking shots at Swift, making a collaboration unlikely, he says. Poster from Ripple Swell in London this year, and it says, Swift isn't fast enough. More value across borders in an instant with Ripple's crypto solutions for business. And I love that slogan right there. Crypto means business. But this was good here. We had a little XRP. Darren chimed in and says Swift will use ODL for exotic corridors. It's only a matter of time as correspondents de-risk everywhere they can't make money. And what he's talking about is the correspondent banking, the old banking system. They can't make money in these areas, in these networks. These countries, right? The flows are too small. The amount of money that these people have in their accounts is not enough. They don't move enough money. It's not worth it for these banks to set up the infrastructure. And so these correspondent banks are de-risking everywhere they can't make money, XRP Darren says. Anders replies, okay, but if you were working with someone, would you Shiite on them in public? XRP Darren says, for sure, I agree. I'm just saying I don't think Swift will have choices. At one point, ODL will be a rail through Swift. I like that right there. ODL will be a rail through Swift. And Andrew says, okay, yeah, I agree with that. They'll probably have no choice in the end unless they wish to go extinct. Yeah, and I would have to agree, right? And we're seeing, it is fascinating and it's bold to see Ripple call out Swift in such a way. Swift isn't fast enough. Crypto means business. And I love that because that tells me that not only have they been dealing with the banks, they've been dealing and providing and building enterprise grade solutions, small to medium enterprises like the businesses me and you run that employ 50% of the world. We're going to be able to move on to distributed ledger technology that works. XRP has a lot that's coming to it in 2023 that's going to bring massive amounts of utility. So we start off, we got Flare coming. We've already had Songbird, but Flare is finally supposed to be coming, right? I'm not going to say that the case is going to settle up in 2023, but God bless it. Please, God, help us settle up and end this lawsuit in 2023. But we also have amendments that just got done for NFTs, right? And then they're currently working on amendments to actually upgrade the ledger for smart contracts. There's already HEX, which is a simple version of smart contracts on the XRP ledger, but they're looking to upgrade that. And obviously Flare is supposed to be bringing utility smart contracts DeFi to the XRP ledger as well. So regardless of that amendment to the XRP ledger, we already have Flare coming live, and we should have a massive amount of utility DeFi. And then I love to see that Ripple is ready to cover all the money from the very top, BIS, IMF, Federal Reserve, down to the lower levels, Swift, and the central banks. CBDC solutions, build your CBDC on our ledger in one day. And oh, by the way, we read off what the Ripple advisors speaking on right now. They definitely understand the issues at hand. Another scare is about to be revealed this year, he says, one of his predictions, right? And it definitely seems like, a lot of what obviously speaking boldly here, taking out Swift, talking about the events to occur, right? And they just continue to press down on the accelerator, rolling into 2023 through a bear market, through a recession, through an SEC lawsuit where they've had to shell out $100 million for the lawsuit that's just lost. But they're fighting the good fight, and then they got some more. This is what we love to see. This is what we want to invest in. They throw down $250 million on an NFT fund. They're still sitting on over $1 billion cash, picking over the carcass. They're picking over the carcass of FTX and the rest of the carnage in the cryptocurrency space with the exact solution that we need for the liquidity crisis that we now face. Will XRP be used to reset the currency and the debt? I would love to see it. Combined with gold, I would love to see it in the United States, right? That's the buyback conversation. If you want to hear more about that, go listen to the session that I did with Jimmy Valley, talking about that conversation, because that's just a solution that we would love to see. We would love to see that solution. Back our CBDC, buy gold, and run it on the XRP ledger. Sounds like a right plan to me. Rosie Rio said we had the gold. Let's get it done. Let's get it done, right? For me, as an American, that's what I would love to see. And then the haters, the trolls, the naysayers, and the people that are, quite frankly, just not tapped in, say, what are you talking about? That's never going to happen. This is crazy. This is delusional. This is, whoa. You provide a solution then. You put your big boy pants on. show up and let's get a deal done. Do you want to be on my side of the table where we're here for all truth being revealed, resetting the currency and debt, fixing the liquidity crisis, bringing justice to those that committed crimes against humanity? Are you with us or not? That's my vibe. That's my energy as we roll into 2023. Let all truth be revealed, and let's absolutely take massive advantage of this opportunity. Bear market recession for them, business thriving, doubling down our positions. Give us another year to accumulate XRP and a little bit of silver, and give us another year to do the breakdowns too. I was trolling the TikTokers with my highlighters, sticky notes in my red folder. Give us another year to break this down and bring more people onto this, because this is what I want to actually get into. I have shocking stats in regards to XRP holders. This truly shocked me when I heard this. Check this out. Here is a perspective for y'all as food for thought. There are about 4.5 million XRP wallets, which we recently just hit all-time high for XRP wallets, more and more adoption. A lot of folks have multiple wallets, I know I sure do, but 3.5 million accounts with 500 XRP or less. Think about that. Well over half of these wallets have less than 500 XRP. And we have a little over 200,000 wallets that hold over 10,000 to 100,000. Now, it's interesting. Everybody always asks me how much XRP is enough. I'm not here to answer that question. If you need to ask that question, you haven't done enough research. But 10,000 to 100,000 XRP, I mean, I consider 10,000 a very solid bag. I don't know if I would, I would consider it a big bag for the average person. Knowing the average person's situation financially, I would say that 10,000 is a big bag, especially if you're new. Especially if you're new and you've just started to make it in, right? Most people don't have enough to acquire 10,000 XRP in one swoop right now. 80-90% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, which tells me most likely you don't got, the $6,000 or whatever it would take to load up on 10,000 XRP. And I understand that. I understand that situation. I do consider 10,000 XRP to be a decent sized bag for sure. That's a nice big bag. But think about that. This is truly shocking to me. And once again, every time we look at these numbers, it's shocking how few people even know about XRP and how few people even have what I would consider, a life-changing bag. Now, a few thousand XRP I think could even change your life too. 2,000 XRP I think could change your life. But when you run through the simple numbers, the most conservative numbers, if we go to a $10 XRP, someone with 10,000 would have $100,000. That would be life-changing for most people coming up, making, $90,000 plus. If you bought your whole bag today, right, at today's price, you make $90,000 basically. That's nice. That would be life-changing for a lot of people. Think of how few people that is. 10,000 to 100. We have about 200,000 wallets and people that have that much XRP. Now think about how many of those are going to sell off on that first initial pump. I'm just running through conservative numbers at a $10 price point. A lot of people think that $10 is the ceiling. Some people think that XRP is not even going to hit the previous all-time high of $3-4. There's a lot of people that think that. There's a lot of guys that would tell you sell $1 XRP, sell $2 XRP based off their technical analysis charts. Now, my fundamental analysis tells me that it goes much further than a $10 price. But I'm just thinking, of the situation that the average XRP holder is in, and then the average person that's just learning of crypto, then trying to figure it out and make their allocations. There's not that many people that are getting their hands on this asset, folks. We are a much smaller group than you think, but look at the power that this group has demonstrated. A political legal battle that I keep on mentioning, right, that the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit is leading the way, setting precedent for law in the United States here. That's what happens when the SEC decides to rule by enforcement, is we got to set the standard, we got to set the laws in court. set the precedent in court. And Ripple, thank God, bless them for spending $100 million on this lawsuit. We got them on our side of the table. Now, rolling into 2023, guys, this is going to be absolutely massive. By the way, Wine Night, cheers. Thank you for joining me. Wine Night, you already know the vibes. Wine Night. Thank you for joining me this New Year's session, okay? I'm about to run it up. We're about to run up a Q&A session. I definitely want to take some of your questions, okay? I got a couple more things to show you, though. But thank you for joining me. New year, massive amount of opportunity, massive amount of energy, and it's positive vibes over here, guys. All I see is a massive amount of opportunity, and we have clarity with our research, with our understanding. Nearly a 2-hour deep dive session this morning with Citizen of the Future. I just let him lay it down once again, do his thing for you guys, for the community, for the citizens of the future. God bless him. 2-hour session, right? And for us, like I say, if they give us another year to stack these suppressed assets, not financial advice, but I'll tell you what's going to happen to my bag. It ain't getting smaller. We're not going to be forced to sell, to liquidate, to get margin called. No, we're going to continue to stuff it away. And it's probably going to grow another 2 to 3 times. If they give us another year, it's going to grow a lot, okay? But cheers. Thank you for joining me tonight. I got a couple more things to show you. Now, this is actually massive, massive. As far as dates go, as far as predictions, all eyes on this situation right here. Full moon of January 2023 is going to be coming in hot next week, next Friday. Next Friday, January 6th. Next Friday, January 6th, full moon. I'm about to show you the charts. Remember what happened in that November full moon. At November, full blood moon, lunar eclipse, sacrifice, FTX was chosen, FTX was taken down, Sam Bankman-Fried, the little puppet that's on your TV screen. Prepare. 1 week to go. Next Friday, January 6th, we have a full moon. We also have a very interesting Supreme Court case conference that is supposed to be taking place in regards to the Brunson versus Adams case. Check it out. I can't speak any further on it, but I'm going to tell you right now. Full moon energy. I'm about to pull up the sticks. We'll take a look here at the charts. Look out over this next week, and I'm telling you, I feel like we have massive, massive events underway in Q1 that bring us down, that clear us out. Let's take a look at the sticks. Now, as you can see, we go all the way back to November, full, blood moon, lunar eclipse. Zach, how did you predict it? Well, we just have been following this pattern, and we know that there's a massive amount of energy coming in, moving in the cryptocurrency space for whatever reason. I'm not here to explain the why. I'm not here to explain why they worship the moon. But we called it clear as day. Look out, back-to-back eclipses. Solar eclipse in October. Lunar eclipse in November. Oh, by the way, it's a blood moon, and it is on our election day. Sam Bankman-Fried, chosen sacrifice, brings us on down to the low, right? And then we've been watching this pattern trade. Now, you see, we just got a new moon. New moon energy is usually bullish. It's supposed to be bullish, but during this dark, dark time, we are just moving sideways right there at 16,800, just below 17K. Okay, you can see where we've been at. But I put that yellow vertical line. Remember, this is your doofus moron TA. Doofus moron TA right here. Vertical line right here is on that full moon, January 6th, next Friday. So we got one more week, one more weekly candle here to play out. And I could definitely see this thing coming back down here in a major, major way. Back down, these levels down here below 16 could easily be seen. Easily be seen. Major, major events underway. And if it doesn't happen next week, like I said, the first quarter of this next year is looking prime for me. Now, I also wanted to give a huge shout out. I'm about to show you guys. I thought that I'd already brought this up. Quick point on real estate, because guys, an incredible opportunity is here for us in real estate. Now, I want to give a huge shout out to Nick Gurley. He runs Reventure Consulting, the #1 real estate channel on YouTube with over 3 million monthly views. I want to give a huge shout out to Nick. Really like his content, really like his YouTube channel, real estate focused guy. But he says right here, has some good charts and good information for us. There's too many realtors. 1.6 million currently registered with the National Association of Realtors. That's higher than the 2007 bubble. 30% of realtors will likely quit during this housing crash. Once that happens, you'll know bottom is approaching. So right there's your chart, the number of realtors in America. Okay, but we got another one here. Nick says, consider this: home sales combined with your realtor, home sales versus your realtors collapsed to lowest level on record in 2022, even lower than the depths of the 2008 housing crashes. So this is home sales per realtor. That's what this is. Home sales per realtor dropped to its lowest level ever, lower than the 2008 housing crash. Now, Nick says the housing bubble has popped, but the bubble mentality has not. 1.6 million realtors are still, quote unquote, holding on, just like the crypto bros, right? Just like us crypto bros, we're still holding our precious suppressed assets, thinking the housing market will improve in 2023. History says it won't. But watch out for when these realtors inevitably quit in 2023. When they quit, it will likely coincide with investors, flippers, stubborn sellers quitting as well. And that's when you'll see inventory listings really explode. And remember, folks, despite recent price decline, we're still in the biggest bubble ever in housing. Inflation-adjusted home prices still above 2006 levels. Funny how similar this graph looks to the realtor graph. I mean, it's the same thing. The home price graph with the amount of realtors graph. Absolutely. Same deal. Take a full screen look at this, guys. Home prices, inflation adjusted. We have a long ways to go. And I was looking at this. I mean, just from a technical level, right? It's like, geez, Doofus More on technical analysis tells us we have a little bit of support around 160,000, but definitely could clean this thing out. A ways to go. I need to be able to pull up some of these charts in my trading view so I can put a little bit of my secret sauce on them as well. But I want to give a huge shout out to Nick Gurley. He runs an incredible YouTube channel, fantastic stuff. And for me, he's one of the major guys that I watch all of his updates on the real estate situation for sure. For me, I'm super excited. We're about to have a real estate session in our Discord group. And so, like I said, if you're looking to join the Discord group, head on over to my website. Right now, I'm running a special promotion offer to conclude this year, actually. So if you sign up now for a 1-year subscription to the Discord group, you will get a 16% discount and a free 30-minute one-on-one consultation and session with myself. So really looking forward to that. That deal and that offer wraps up in the next 24 hours, so take advantage of that. But within the Discord group, we're about to have a real estate session. And we got some incredible people within the group that have been so gracious to share some of the deals, some of the ways that they've done house hacking, and then some of the ways that they're running their business. For me, I always have been sharing here my plan, kind of my business plan for real estate with my Discord group in the most intimate setting that we have in the Discord group. So like I said, guys, if you're looking to get tapped in, it's at the link down below at my website. You sign up for the top tier on Patreon. Just want to be clear that the Discord group is not included with that 5 spot on the Patreon. That's just a support tier, and I really appreciate everyone at that 5 spot. But just to be clear, the Discord membership is only included with that higher tier. Take advantage of this offer, though, over the next 24 hours, and you're going to get 16% discount plus the 30-minute one-on-one session with myself. And I'm really looking forward to that, bringing a lot of value to the community in regards to our business investments. Real estate is an asset class that I am just salivating at the mouth, waiting, chomping at the bit, like a shark that it smells blood in the water. And I want to make sure, though, that the people that are in it that already own some real estate make it and survive too. For me, my opportunity, I don't want it to be somebody else losing. But from the statistics that we see there, right, we're in a bubble. We got out of whack. We got out of line, and we have to come back down to reality. And it's not just for the realtors. It's not just for the real estate asset class. It's for all of the asset classes. It's for every business sector. And this disruption, this dislocation, this transfer of wealth can be our opportunity. And that's what I want for us. Cheers going into 2023, guys. We had a historical year here for down market, bear market, recession. And I want you guys to be able to take control of your situation, your reality, so that it's the complete opposite. What I just experienced last year, and it started out last year, this year, 2022, as we conclude, started back in January with the birth of my beautiful daughter. And in preparation for that, the year, the 9 months leading up to that, put me in a whole nother place mentally with my focus, with my goals, and where I took my business. And then as soon as she arrived, and this year, 2022, we went to a whole nother level. And I want the same thing for you guys. And like I said, I'd love to be able to bring value to you guys at a more intimate level in the Discord group, more access to me, weekly Discord calls, direct message me, call me up, whatever you want to do. So take advantage of that deal. It's going to expire in the next 24 hours before my calendar gets full. But yeah, so right now, if you take advantage, you're going to get 16% discount by paying for a year up front. And you will also get a free 30-minute one-on-one session with myself. Let's get into Q&A, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you so much. Jemmy, great point. She says, that's why I don't understand the conflict in our XRP community. Aren't we on the same side? Absolutely. Man, it's hot up in here. We're drinking a little bit of wine. Wine night. You already know the vibes. Appreciate you guys. You guys are the real ones. The real ones are in this community. Let's see your balance sheet, bruh. I don't share my numbers publicly. But as the kids say, I ain't capping, bruh. I ain't capping, bro. I ain't playing games, man. This whole conversation for me is about opportunity, moving humanity forward, and providing opportunity for my family and my daughter, my children to come. May God bless me with more children, with prosperity, and allow me to continue to give me this opportunity. As I tell you guys, I thank God for the opportunity. You know, I don't ask him, do this, do that. I say, God, thank you for allowing me to show up today. Thank you for another day. Thank you for allowing me another opportunity, another at bat. I'm going to take advantage of it. That's where my mindset has been. We've been executing, and I promise you, TikTok's on some BS. Other people are on some BS. Let's step our game up. Let's get real. Come at the table. Let's have the discussion. We're on the same side. Like Jemmy says, we're on the same side. Someone asks, "Are you drunk already just by drinking that little?" I may or may not. I will neither confirm nor deny that I may have had a glass or two before we got started. Glass or two. I don't know. That's the height. That's the climax of my New Year's. After this session, I'm gonna go hang out with wifey, and we'll see if we make it up till midnight. We're talking about what we're gonna do. We're gonna go pick out a nice movie. I mean, guys, it's funny how life has changed for me over the last few years, going from just a young guy doing my own thing to just family. And that's all I care about. That's all I spend my time with. Other than that, I am chomping at the bit to freaking work. We're about to put down our daughter for the evening here. And I was just talking with my wife, and I said, you know, babe, I kind of want to get to work. I kind of want to do a live stream tonight. She says, yeah, no, that's fine. And that's how I know I got a real one, because she supports me, and she's just been a great support, and allowing me to come put in this work that I feel so passionate about, and just continues to move me forward. But I do continue. I got to pull myself out of this. And I always make sure every single day I'm spending time with my family, with my daughter, and I that's what it's all about at the end of the day. But guys, I just feel incredibly blessed to be in this position right now. Health for the family, continue to take care of the family, and just being able to help you guys, getting incredible feedback from the interviews, from the sessions that we've been having. A bunch of new people coming. Oh, this is my favorite channel now. And I appreciate that, guys. I'm working really hard to get us there, on a no BS, on a no paid sponsorships platform and business plan. The business plan is community grassroots support from you guys, and just the truth will take us there. And that's kind of just the fundamental basis of my reporting, who I am, and my mission here. This platform is to help everyone that listens to my voice with an open mind that's willing to take action, be able to take advantage of the greatest transfer of wealth in world history. This is $18 trillion got wiped out of the stock market this year. So when I put shocking stats in the clickbait, it ain't clickbait. That's shocking. Along with only 200,000 XRP wallets with 10,000 to 100,000 XRP. That was shocking. We are a very small group in the XRP army. But $18 trillion got wiped out of the stock market. That value, that wealth is transferring somewhere. We want to be on the receiving end of that. 2020 was good. Cheers. Good times. That's great. We're going to go and we're going to kill it even harder. And we're not done. Not even close. I always say we're just getting started. That's why I continue to tell my team. That's why I tell everyone around me is we're just getting started, and our enemy is actually getting more worried. And I think that's why they're getting more aggressive with their tax. And I believe that they have some big events underway. I was talking with Citizen in the Future today. It's not just Tether collapsing in the cryptocurrency space. For me, there's some other events here still yet to play out. Don't know what it's going to be. Don't know what the Black Swan event's going to be. But they use black swans to clear out what needs to be cleared out on a fundamental level. The fundamental analysis tells us we're not done. We need to go lower for stocks. We probably need to clear out a lot more of the cryptocurrency space still, right? But they coincide that with FTX sacrifice, Sam Bankman-Fried sacrifice, Tether, still a domino ready to fall. And then within the traditional sector, within a traditional world, within the mass media propaganda, false flag events, who knows what they have planned next. All we want is actual news and facts, no more sugarcoating BS. Samuel, I feel you 100%. I feel like people have had it through this bear market. XRP holders, right? We're getting impatient, and I'm right there with you, man. So that's why my prediction was wrong. Guilty as charged. I will forever historically be wrong. One of my few predictions that was wrong. We never caught a bull run for XRP and our utility cryptocurrencies that have been suppressed. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. What have you done with your bag? I know I've doubled up mine. Thank you, God. But everything's still at play. And at this point, I'm rolling into 2023 with just the expectation we got another year to go. We got another year to go before we see $10 XRP, before we see the lawsuit over and $10 XRP. It might still be another year. That's what 2022 taught me. See, I didn't lose in 2022. We did fine. We won, actually. But I learned some lessons for sure about what I thought was going to happen. Silver broke out, right? But we haven't gotten rich off that yet. And then our suppressed assets in the cryptocurrency space never got a bull run, right? And we were wrong about that Ripple versus SEC lawsuit ending sooner. It's a staged lawsuit, though. What can we do? Enjoy the show, right? And for me, that's what 2022 taught me with the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit and my expectations for XRP. 1 year out. We're still another year out. I'm sorry if that's killing anybody's mood as we celebrate 2023. Cheers. God bless you all. I'm sorry if that's not what you guys want to hear. I know a lot of people want to see that the case has already been settled. I know people are throwing that around. The case will be settled by March. The case will be settled by... I don't want to do that this year. I don't want to have that conversation this year. I really don't. We had the conversation, and I'm not like... I don't have regret about having that conversation. As a person that's making content about XRP, we got to talk about the lawsuit. I don't update on every single breaking thing in the lawsuit, but we just have been talking about it, the major deals, thinking about when it could potentially settle up, what are the breakthroughs that are happening, what's being revealed to us, what's being redacted. But at this point, going into 2023, you can expect that from me is that I'm not really, I have no expectations for XRP in 2023, and I have no expectations for the case to settle up. But I'm still part of the $50,000 buyback committee, and I still fundamentally believe that XRP will be at least a 3-digit coin eventually, at least. If we're halfway wrong about XRP, I still think it's a 3-digit coin. So don't get it twisted just because I'm going in this year just having no expectations for XRP. That's just because I've been here. I've learned, right? And I want to stay focused on what I can control. What other utility cryptocurrencies can I find? What other research will lead me to other hidden gems and opportunities? I will continue to stack my XRP throughout the next year if that's the case. And for those of you that are new, you guys are going to be able to take advantage of that. Take your bag to a place that you didn't think you were going to be able to get to. I didn't think I'd be able to get my bag to where it's at today. Just imagine if we have another year. For those of you that are new, this is an opportunity for you guys. Mr. Lucky, two spot super chat, appreciate you. But BitBoy said settlement in September. Yeah, and that's the thing is, that's why I'm not gonna do that this next year. I'm not interested in imminent settlement. I mean, I've probably thrown some of those in my titles and shit. Cause golly, man, this thing should have been done. This thing should have never been filed. But yeah, as far as 2023, we'll let it play out. I saw that BitBoy also plugged Pi Coin today. Yes, I did see that. I did see that he dropped the link for Pi Coin. I'm not interested. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not interested. I'm turned off. It's a no. It's a no. Thank you. Happy New Year's. Good luck. God bless. That's what that is for me. Okay. Anything that's getting hyped and talked about like that. Thank you. Good luck. God bless. Happy New Year's. That's the vibe and energy into 2023, guys. Let them go to their own demise. By 2030, we will all retire and our families. Yeah. By 2030, guys, the new financial system will be here. I know a lot of people, the feedback from Citizen of the Future was like, oh, this is going to take a few years. Like, this isn't good. I don't like hearing this. This reality, this series of events that's about to play out is not about what we like to hear. 3-digit XRP might not come for a while. I'm willing to hold for the next decade. I mean, I would love to see XRP hit its new all-time high. I would love to see XRP hit $10 before 2025, during the next bull run, whenever that may be. And that's set up to go. And I think, like I shared from Anthony Welfare, everyone that I'm talking to in the conversations that I'm having is crypto gets sacrificed and falls harder, but it's going to recover faster. So while the Peter Schiffs of the world are making fun of us, right, in the cryptocurrency space and the Bitcoin bros that I make fun of too, I make fun of the Bitcoin bros. They're making fun of us now because it gets hit harder than stocks. It gets hit harder than gold. Gold had a 0.5% return positive this year, right? But they're not going to get the last laugh because when this thing does break out, it's about to break out in a major way. I think gold will do fine, but some of our suppressed assets, for me, it's like conservative 10 to 100x for sure. And I see a long-time friend to the channel, my good friend Brian, showing up tonight. Brother Brian, it has been a while since I have seen you, and it is an absolute blessing to have you in this community. $75 super chat. So good to seeing how well you are doing with the channel. Do keep it up. All the best. Brian, I am sending you all the love. God bless you as we roll into 2023. I hope it works out well for you, brother. This is an incredible opportunity for all of us. And I just think that those that continue to support the right causes, the right mission, and invest in themselves are going to see, we see the light at the end of the tunnel. The new financial system's peaking out. The suppressed assets have started to move, like our silver, right? But those of us that continue to take action and invest in ourselves during this time, not get distracted, not get beat up, not quit from an emotional strength standpoint, emotional intelligence standpoint, not quit, not give up. We're going to be able to take care of our families. Who likes Gala? I'm not big on blockchain gaming. Brian, it's great to see you, brother. Thank you. Thank you for the support, brother. Always coming in like a big hitter that you are. I appreciate that. Cheers. I quant deep dive. Yeah, I know a lot of people have been asking for a quant deep dive. I think I am going to do a session on quant. I don't know how deep I'm going to go on quant, but I'm definitely going to give my take on quant and why I haven't bought quant yet. Now, when I did my XDC deep dive, I was like, okay, yeah, I've seen enough. I need to get back into my position. I didn't like not having any XDC, even though I still think that some of these cryptos are going to get just hit potentially another 50%. I had to get my bag back of XDC. So that didn't work out. See, what happened was I had sold XDC out. Well, I sold Algo at a profit, but I'd sold XDC, Electronium, a few of my other cryptocurrencies at a loss for tax loss harvesting earlier in the year in 2022. But I told you guys what I did with that bag, right? I took that, and with that remaining funds, I made that my trading bag. And then over the last 4 months, I showed you guys, we shorted the hell out of Bitcoin, and I grew my trading bag by 100%. Then the liquidity crisis hit in November, and I went, oh snap. So I took my money and I ran like a thief in the night, got out of the casino, and I moved all of my funds into XRP. So basically my XDC, Electronium, some of my other bags that I sold for a tax loss earlier in the year, that didn't work. That didn't work out because I moved it into my trading bag, grew that by 100%. Liquidity crisis hit, moved it all to XRP. Moved it all to XRP, and then got it the hell off the exchanges. Then I did my XDC deep dive just a couple weeks ago, and I said, yeah, okay, I've seen enough. It's at 2 cents. Let's go. Conservative 10x. Let's go. Let's go. The Chinese New Year is January 22nd. And, you know, guys, that's the thing with these calendars. They have manipulated our understanding of our reality so deep. It is truly unbelievable. They have manipulated so much of our understanding of our existence, of our reality. They got everybody saying the Matrix, whether they understand what the Matrix is or not. Everybody's a Matrix bro now, which is good. That's fine. It's just funny to see. March is the New Year's, but I digress. Exactly, yeah. For those that know. Your thoughts on HBAR? HBAR has shown good partnerships, good governing council, good press releases, good partnerships, but I need to see more actual adoption of the HBAR token currency before I want to invest, because HBAR got hyped, got pumped, got dumped, back down to reality, and I don't see much adoption with the actual use of the HBAR tokens. I see governing council members that they got, and they got all those governing council members on board pretty much before HBAR pumped. Then HBAR pumped to like 55 cents, whatever it did, and then it's since collapsed. And I just have never seen too much like actual adoption and use utility of HBAR tokens. Now, maybe I'm not aware of big deals that have been going on behind the scenes with HBAR, but maybe I got to do a deep dive on HBAR as well. But that's been the big turnoff for me with HBAR. Cool governing council, bro. I like it. That's sweet. Cool partnerships, cool photo ops. That looks good on your website. That gives influencers something to talk about. That gives the marketing team something to talk about and push. Allows you to give some nice press releases that look cute. Who's using the HBAR token? XRP for me, $10 super chat. Zach, all of your guest interviews have been top notch, and here's to you and all your success in the coming new year. Cheers. XRP for me, I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are incredible. We are in the new year on the East Coast of the United States, officially, right? And now in the Midwest, right? 10:25 on the West Coast. So officially in the new year, through a good chunk of the United States, us on the West Coast, we're still hanging back. 10:30 on the West Coast. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you for the support. Major interviews on the way, guys. We're gonna keep it hitting hard for you guys, for sure. We're just getting started. And for me, it's about both conversations. Jimmy Valley, $50,000 buyback proposal to the Fed, to the Treasury. Let's get a deal done. Let's solve our liquidity crisis along with the debt and currency crisis. 2-hour session, utility theory. The mic's yours. The show is yours. Let's run it up. And that is what I'm fascinated with, is let's bring both sides of this conversation to the table. Let's get it done. Let's figure out the fair market value of XRP. Let's figure out the other utility. Let's figure out the real opportunity at hand for us. And then what I'm excited for, and what I want you guys to look forward to, is that going into 2023, I'm looking to even expand further. See, in 2022, I talked more about business and I spent more time talking about real estate. And a little bit more time talking about precious metals. But in the next year too, I want to bring in other experts on tax and legal and some of these other things that are more niche and that are not so talked about, and not just, crypto, but are like, let's get a CPA on that'll help us understand the implications for our taxes, not only on cryptocurrency, but some new ways that we can save on taxes. I know I just had my meetings with my accountant. You definitely got to get people on your team, on your side of the table, accountants, lawyers, professionals. Got to get them on your side of the table, got to get them on your team. And we got to save on taxes, because as we start to make it, as we start to see a return, as we start to build businesses, as we start to get our income up, take full advantage of the greatest transfer of wealth in world history, we're going to come into it. We got to keep it. And then we got to figure out how to multiply it. So that's why I'm excited. We got real estate sessions coming up, Discord group deep dive. I'm going to be dropping some more real estate content on the YouTube channel as well. But then I'm also looking to add some fresh takes on some other asset classes and some other niche discussions that we haven't had yet. So really looking forward to further interviews, conversations that are going to be some bangers. I appreciate the support. XRP for me. Thank you for that. Thank you. Looks like, do we have 589 in the chat? 589 in the chat. Thank you for tapping in, guys. TikTok, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate all the support, guys. Can you help to create one's own XRP? Well, you can create tokens on the XRP ledger. What's up, Max? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Longtime member of the family in the Discord, Max. We had a fantastic hangout session last night, and I'm excited to get the hangout sessions fired back up in the Discord group. For those that have been in the Discord group know, we used to have it really lit up in the Discord group, hangout sessions like every single night. But I'm looking forward to getting the hangout sessions going again. And then we also had our weekly Discord call this morning, guys. So if you are in the Discord group, that has been posted to the Discord, and I'll make sure it gets posted to the Patreon as well for you guys. Weekly Discord call this morning. Dominican Republic in the house. Good to see you. Happy New Year. Zach, once clarity is given to XRP only, is there a scenario XRP goes below $1 again? I absolutely cannot fathom it does again. Yeah, after clarity, after utility gets set free, after regulations, after the lawsuit's done, we go to a place that we never come back down to these levels again, in my opinion. For instance, let's throw out some numbers just so you can kind of visualize it further. This is not financial advice. These are not like predictions. This is kind of just throwing out scenarios that seem likely to me. $10 back down to $2 or $3. $20 back down to $5 to $10. $30 back down to $10. Like scenarios like that. I do believe, though, at a certain point, we get to a level, and then it'll just be kind of, for the most part, a steady climb up. I don't know that it'll be kind of trading having volatile cycles through a Bitcoin halving cycle that's kind of been controlling the cryptocurrency space. I don't think that these utility cryptocurrencies will be within line with that after utility has been unlocked and the values on the ledger. Once the value's on the ledger, it's not coming off. Once the networks get settled on the ledger, that continues to happen on a daily basis, every day, every year. The same trillions are getting settled every year, the same trillions are getting settled every day, and the same quadrillions are getting settled every year. Times that by the next decade, that is your fourth industrial revolution, understanding of the value that is coming onto this ledger. And then, as I covered in the session this morning with Citizen of the Future, what distributed ledger technology will do is actually unlock lost funds that occur. These lost transactions, these lost funds, this lost data occurs because of the antiquated technology and systems that the current businesses are using. Just covered how Southwest, the whole situation with Southwest occurred because they rely on phone calls to dispatch 20,000 different flights and crew members. They rely on phone calls still to dispatch everyone. I mean, it's just crazy. They're not even like brought up to the internet level. Some of these like systems, like the Swift messaging system is from the 70s. And it's literally, if you put a value dollar amount on it, what utility theory Citizen of the Future has found in his research, some of the value amounts is like trillions of dollars every year. So like I said, that's trillions of dollars that's lost, unaccounted for in today's economy that gets added every year. Times that by year after year after year, the next decade. Welcome to the fourth industrial revolution. Welcome to generational wealth. Did you take advantage of the bear market recession? Did you get scared by the FUD? Did you have to quit? Did you have to give up? That's the question that we're going to be asking ourselves in 2030 when these assets have been unleashed. Fourth industrial revolution is flowing every single day and growing at an exponential level. Yes, I did say quadrillions with a Q. Yes. Quadrillions with a Q. Beware of scammers. Yes, guys. I continue to say this. I will never use WhatsApp. I'm not here to Telegram you, WhatsApp you, Instagram you. I'm not here to message with you. If you want to get in touch with me, you will message me on Twitter. You'll be able to tell that it's me, and you will be able to tell that it's me when you hit me up on my website. You can send me an email. I have a contact page on my website. And other than that, I'm not reaching out. I'm not responding. I'm not asking how your trading's going. I'm not doing any of that. Okay? If you're in my Discord group, then yeah, I might ask how's the trading going? How's the NFTs going? How, whatever you're up to. How's the business doing? I'll be in communication with you if you're in the Discord group. But other than that, I only respond to mostly random DMs on Twitter. On Twitter, I do respond to random DMs. So hit me up on Twitter. My DMs are open. And then my contact page on my website sends an email to me and to the team. So we'll take a look at it if you want to get in touch. Also, by the way, I think we did drop a mailing address if you guys do want to send. I know some of you guys are always trying to send me gifts, send me whatever your business is. I do have I do have a mailing address now. So, yeah, don't send me anything crazy. $2.3 quadrillion global derivatives market. Exactly. I mean, this is just massive amounts of value that are coming onto distributed ledger technology that even if some of these coins only capture slivers of these markets, like literally 5-10% of Swift, of ACI worldwide, of derivatives, of real estate, of securities, of bonds, it's a whole new reality if we just capture 10%. All right, guys, it's been fun with you. I got to go ring in the new year with the wifey. It's been an absolute pleasure. Like I said, my website's down below. My affiliate links are down below. And I do want to plug one last thing before I go. Take a look. You guys saw. Look at this. 22. Let me show you guys this before I roll. This was from Jim Rickards right here. I shared this earlier at the beginning of this. Jim Rickards 2022 year in review. Bitcoin down 65%. We know what our XRP suppressed assets have done. That's fine. We continue to stack more. But the crypto space been smacked. NASDAQ stocks down 33%. S&P 500 major indexes down 19%. Dow Jones 8.8%. Cash also down 7.1%. And, we see that gold has a net positive return of 0.2%. And then we also see when we pull up that silver chart that silver did start to break out there as well. So I want to encourage you guys, if you are considering rolling over your 401k retirement account to something, whether that's crypto, whether that's precious metals, whether that's whatever the hell you want to do with your 401k retirement account, I'm not here to give you financial advice. All I'm saying is I continue to stack silver. And if you are looking to roll over your program, the link is on down below. It's the precious metals link down below. And then also at the top of my website, you can find the same link, precious metals. Get in touch with my people. And I want to encourage you guys to get the process started because it does take some time to exit out of your old account, move it on over. But my partners on down below will allow you to roll over your 401k retirement account, whatever it may be. They'll figure out how to roll it on over. And also, if you don't have a retirement account, but you just got over $5,000 to spend on precious metals, they will do big orders of precious metals shipped directly to your house. 5 G's minimum, unfortunately. But if you have 5 racks or more that you're willing to spend, invest in precious metals, my link, my partners down below will take care of you guys looking to roll over your retirement accounts or get a big bag, a big delivery shipped directly to your house. They will get it done. With that being said, I see another super chat there from JJ. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Now, as we conclude this year, bring in the new year, I just want to say, guys, continue to invest in yourselves. Take advantage of what we're offering here at this program. Continue to figure out whatever it is, whether that's real estate, cryptocurrency, precious metals. We're investing in all of it. We're understanding all of it. And I will continue to try to break it down for you guys as we roll on into the new year, breaking down these opportunities, showing you guys how I'm going to execute and allowing you guys to see it firsthand. I appreciate all of you guys so much. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'm really looking forward to this new year. Thank you so much. On the way out, smash me a thumbs up, share this message far and wide, and let's see you guys tomorrow in the new year. God bless you all. Take care out there.